What's up, friend? Hector here, StrongestHec.com, with this week's Technique of the Week. We're going to be opening up an entire new series on some bodyweight stuff. And we're going to be first addressing the push-up, how to build a push-up. So this is something that we teach all of our students here at Hardstyle, and something I include in some of our programs. So the push-up it can be a little tricky. Bodyweight training can be tricky because compared to like kettlebells and barbell deadlifting, for instance, you really can't reduce your body weight, right? Like with kettlebell presses or I don't know, front squatting, it's get-ups, deadlift obviously, bench pressing, back squatting. You can train in particular percentages or intensity zones, right? You can take weight off of the barbell. You can use a smaller kettlebell. You can't really reduce your body weight, right? So the best thing to go through are different like elevations that starts to reduce the intensity or the weight in your arms. So I'm just going to show you a couple of, well, for this one drill that we use for our students. And it's very simple. It's almost so simple you may or may not even do it, but I know that you will. So all we're going to do is a simple crawl out, okay? It's going to work some reflexive strength because you're crawling for a brief piece, and then you're going to basically hit the top of a plank position, and we're going to work on hollowing out, squeezing the quads, squeezing the glutes, getting everything locked in really tight. And that is going to be stage one of how to build a push-up. So I'll do this facing you, and I'll turn to the side as well. Basically what we're going to do is you're going to start in like this frog position, just like so, okay, on the balls of the feet. And what we're going to do here is literally just going to crawl out to the top of a push-up. And why this is so effective is it's going to work the pressing muscles, it's going to work the triceps, it's going to work the shoulders, and obviously it's going to work the midsection and the quads, the glutes. It's going to work all that. So it's very simple, and it's kind of deceiving. So as you start to go through this, you'll appreciate its effectiveness. So from here, my hands come down to the ground, hands under my shoulders, okay? From here, I'm going to crawl out, okay? My hands stay under my shoulders, okay? I look straight at the ground, I squeeze my quads, and I squeeze my glutes, and I hold this for about 2 seconds. From there, I bend my knees, and I push back with my hands. So now I'm working those pressing muscles. Back to this frog position. You can stand up, come back down to reset. And you're going to do this about 5 times. Squeeze the quads and glutes, bend the knees, push with the hands, okay? Back to the frog, and then stand up. One thing that we want to be mindful of is we want to have complete control over our midsection and our hips. So as we're crawling out, we don't want to, what Brett Jones calls or has quipped as spilling your pelvis, okay? So as I'm crawling out, you don't want your hips flip-flopping. Imagine you had a glass of water sitting on your sacrum, and if you're allowing your hips to, basically you're losing your hips, you're going to spill that water, spilling your hips, okay? So if I'm crawling, I don't want my hips to kind of wobble and turn like this as I'm going through that crawl. Okay, when I'm here, I want my hips to stay square, and then I crawl with my hands and I lock it in. Same thing when I go back. As I bend my knees, I don't want my hips to spill like they are right now on the way up. See that? So we want it to stay, the hips to stay strong, get tight, push back. Okay, I'll turn to the side. Frog position, okay? Hands come to the ground, okay? And I'm going to crawl. Hips stay neutral. hands under the shoulders. From here I squeeze my quads and I'm going to lock my glutes in. You should feel this in the abs. Bend my knees like I'm going to squat. Push back with the hands. Back to frog. And you're going to do it again. Very simple, very deceiving. Really works the triceps, really works the shoulders. This is going to get your body overall much stronger as well. So that is step one to build the push-up. Give that a try. Let me know how it goes. Again, Hector with strongestech.com with this week's technique of the week.